Hey, it's your girl, Miss Rena, baby. How you doing? How you doing? Well, y'all know what day it is. It's Wednesday Wisdom. And like I always say, it's not necessarily about my wisdom. It's simply just my opinion. Okay, so excuse my rough look today. It's not like I look super great any other day, but I usually don't have like a hat on so you can get more direct with me. But it has been a long day. Super long day. I still have work to do. I still have an essay to complete, but it is Wednesday and I need to deliver on my promises to be consistent because some of you guys are looking forward to this Wednesday. And for those of you who are not, I got some nice little choicey words I can tell you right now, but I ain't gonna even do it. Okay, I'm gonna let you live. Anywho, are y'all ready for me to give it to you real and raw with Miss Rennie, baby? Because you know I always got that bougetto motivation. Okay, today's topic is being black enough. Yeah, I said it. Being black enough. Okay? And this is more like, you know how I had like a dear white people? This is more like dear my black people. Because y'all be thinking that y'all got it all figured out. And now that everybody is so like pro-black and Israelites, and I'm not saying that in a against way, because I'm not going to tell you whether I'm for it or against it. That's not the basis of this. But everybody is like on that new wave, you know, how we wavy. And that new wave, like, this makes me like I have like lip injections or something. So I'm about to get back to subject, but I bought some like Dollar Tree lipstick. And I put it on just to kind of see. I am dead tired, y'all. Look at my eyes. Anywho, I tried some Dollar Tree lipstick, and I put it on way earlier, and I kind of ate a little bit and had me a drink, and it's still on. So for $1, it's worth it. But I don't think I like the way it makes my lips look like really like awkwardly like Kylie Jenner shit or something. I don't know. Anyways, dear black people, am I black enough? Okay. Point in case number 1, hair. Now that so many black women or even black men are, like I said, so pro-black, and this may have been going on back in the day, but I didn't notice it back in the day, and I'm noticing it from the moments of right now. God darn. Okay. Now you guys can kind of see me a little bit, but you know, okay. I'm noticing it from like right now because of course I'm in the right now. And I noticed that the pro-black people who are just like super pro-black are always knocking the other people who wear like weave and wigs, especially when you wear like a wig of color. So just because a black girl wears a blonde wig does not mean that she's ashamed of her black heritage. Doesn't mean that she wants to be white. Some people like to just experiment, switch it up. They like the way it looks on them and just to have different styles. So I think that that's not fair to try to say that her black card should be revoked because she has blonde hair, so she doesn't want to be black. Like, that is freaking ridiculous. Now, of course, there are rules to every exception, and there are people who are ashamed of their natural roots and their natural hair and where they came from, but that's a whole nother topic, and a lot of times that's because of what was already implemented in us. So if you're trying to be so pro-black, then cut a sister some slack if that's the case, and talk to her in a more educational, motivational way about why you feel like she needs to love her natural roots, opposed to posting all kind of negative stuff on social media as if a girl that has blonde hair, she don't want to be black, she ain't a part of the crew, like I guess she can't get in Wakanda, like, you know, just all that crazy stuff. I have dreads at this moment in my lifetime, and I feel like that is very pro-black, if that's what you want to call it. But I didn't get it for that reasoning. I got it because I just wanted them and I wanted to embrace my natural, and I was tired of having to deal with other things. Anywho, but if I get bored with my dreads one day, I will surely braid them up, pin them down, and slap on a wig, whether it's purple, green, blonde, and all of that. And that does not mean that I ain't proud to be black, or that I'm trying to hide the fact that I am a black woman. Okay? That's number 1. Number 2. Bodies. We have to bring up bodies. Just because a black woman shows her body on social media and uses her body, or she's a model or whatever you want to call it, doesn't mean that she's not embracing her black, and that she's trying to shame herself as a black woman, and that she is brainwashed to think that the only way that a black woman is attractive is to be naked. Some women like to be naked. Okay? Some people like to take their clothes off and pose for the frame. Okay? Let that woman do her and be great. That don't mean she ain't proud to be black. She might even be so proud to be black that she want to show y'all what her black ass got, okay? I'm just saying, y'all, because, I mean, y'all take everything and be so, like, literal with it. And I'm like, chill out. Ow. Then, number 3, talking. Just because a person talks like really proper, and this isn't necessarily something with the pro-black people, because a lot of the pro-black people to me are very proper because they're very educated. But back in the day, black people would always come to other black people who talk really proper, such as myself, so I can speak on experience on this one. I'm fairly proper, and assume that I want to be white, or that I don't want to be black, or I'm trying to be like my, white peers. No. That's just the way that I talk. This is the way that I was raised. This is the neighborhood. This is how I was raised. And it's an insult to your fellow black people, to say that, oh, you talk like you want to be white. So you're basically saying that because I talk proper, that I want to be white. So you're insulting your own race by saying that proper is not aligned with black culture? No. No, that's not the case at all. At all. So that is something else that needs to be checked and addressed. Stop with the insults and the stuff. Like, it's annoying. Pro-black people nowadays are all vegans. Like, they're all like, I don't eat meat. The white man put meat in the system to kill us. We're not supposed to eat meat. Like, I'm not saying that what you're saying is incorrect, because I haven't researched every book in the world to determine whether or not, that. I do know that, of course, eating plant-based foods are going to be more healthy for you. However, you can still live a healthy lifestyle and consume meat. It's the type of meat you consume and the amount of meat that you consume. And what else are you consuming? Doesn't mean that I'm not as black as you because I'm about to go eat this steak medium rare. Like, and people may say, well, what does that have to do with black? Because it's kind of a trend right now. Everybody's vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, whatever you are, so be it. However, I'm saying like the negative feedback that black people give you when you're not hopping on the bandwagon of being a vegan. Like, you don't care, you're not raising your kids right, and blah, blah. Like, it's just like, come on, give me a break. Like, seriously, bro. Like, seriously. Okay. And the next thing is, like, even with the organic stuff, like what you use on your body, what you use in your hair, like what you use for toothpaste. Like, I understand the toothpaste conflict because the fluoride, and I've done research on that. So I get it. Yeah, okay, pineal glands. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, look up fluoride and the effect on pineal glands, especially in black people. Okay, and I don't know if I'm saying the words right. It's not educational YouTube, okay? I didn't say I had to be, like, super educated to motivate y'all dumbasses, okay? No, I'm just playing. I ain't dumb, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's a joke. Jokey, joke. But, like, just because I don't use everything organic or natural or this or that, like, I'm not proud to be black. And then we have the people who say you're not proud to be black because you don't support black-owned businesses. I do believe that you should support black-owned businesses. I'm all for that. However, if that black-owned business doesn't have a product that I need, why am I going to go buy it? I ain't balling out of control to just go support and buy. Yeah, when I'm balling out of control in about 2 years, I think. Give me 2.5. I think I'll be up there on the scale. But when I'm balling out of control like that, then y'all might want to say, well, let me just buy this because it's a black-owned business. Because, yeah, I understand we need to support each other, because I do understand that we are a race that does not support each other like other ethnic backgrounds do. Hispanics support Hispanic. Every state got a Mexican town, okay? You go to East Tulsa where I live, and it's Mexican town. And they all got stuff, shops, food, everything, and everybody buying from each other. We got a China, so I understand. I'm not saying that I don't understand, but just because I don't support every black-owned business of somebody that I see or know does not mean that I'm not proud to be black, or that I'm, oh, but you go so quick to go buy from the white man, but you won't buy from the black man. You's a slave. It's a slave. Stop. Like, that's not always the case. Like, everybody's not moving in the same wave. Everybody's not, doesn't mean that they're not proud of who they are, or their skin, or their culture. Like, it means none of that at all whatsoever. So stop. And then I can go on and on and on and on and on, but let me just give you another point, and then I'll kind of sum it up. When a person that's black dates outside of their race, like, you're not proud to be black, like, you don't love your people, like, you're a sellout, like, how is that fair? Like, you fall in love with who you want to love. And for pro-black to be like, so let's love each other, and life is about love and living and spirituality and all that good stuff. How dare you, like, be so hateful towards a person that's dating outside of their race, like a black person that's dating outside of their race. Like, yes, I do think that it is important to try to, date in your race to a certain extent. If, like, don't go out of your way to look outside of your race is my point. Like, don't set your life up as, I'm black and I ain't dating no black person, and I'm about to just automatically look into another race. Like, no, just date who makes you feel good, who you love. And if they just a different race, they're a different race. If they're black, they're black. But the problem with me is that a lot of black people that date outside of their race, when you ask them, especially black men, they're like, oh, I don't date black girls because black girls is ghetto, they this, they that. Like, they name all this negative stuff about a black woman, and it's like, how dare you, like, put us all in one category, number one. Number two, which is probably more important than number one, like, you 9 times out of 10 came from a black woman. And we're not going to talk about the black women that had, because some people have problems, mommy issues, where their mama didn't raise them, and so that's the excuse. But for those that were raised by their black mother and raised properly, like, how dare you label all black women like we just ain't worth a dime? Like, that's not fair. If you want to date outside of your race, date outside of your race, but that's because that's who you like, that's what you were attracted to, not because you're trying to shun us as a race or talk down on us, whether it be the way we act, the way we operate, our hair, our skin color, like, all of that stuff is just like, okay, that is somewhat being a sellout, but when it comes to just in general, like, you dated somebody because you dated them regardless of the race, like, that doesn't make you a sellout. Like, we're all mixed up in this world. Like, date who you want to date that makes you happy. Just don't forget where you came from, okay? Wakanda forever, And like I said, I'm going to go ahead and sum that up. I am dead, dirt, tired. Dead, dirt, tired, okay? And, so I'm about to get up off of here. But I hope that y'all get the point that I'm trying to make. Let me give, like, a good sum up. The point that I'm trying to make is that I see so many people that are now pro-black talking down on the other black people, or shall I say not pro-black, conscious people that are conscious. They talk down on others who they feel are not as conscious as them. Like, they can't fit in, they're not a part of the in crowd. Like, I guess we can't sit with them if you don't do everything the way that they do, or you're not viewing everything the way that they view, or if you still decide to wear certain stuff or behave a certain way, you're not proud of your black skin, you're not proud of who you are. And I just think that that is totally a crock of bull crap, okay? Like, seriously, like, educate, yes, Educate. We need to learn. Educate. We need to learn about ourselves. We need to learn about our culture. We need to learn to love and accept our culture. We need those things. I'm not saying that we don't need those things. That's not my point. But in the meantime, don't try to make it seem like my black card or her black card or his black card or their black card is revoked because they're not super on your level of consciousness. Does it mean that they don't love who they are? Doesn't mean that they want to be a white person or a Mexican person or a different person from the race that God has made them to be. It doesn't mean that, oh, and don't let me get started on God, because if you believe in God, you ain't black nowadays when it comes to the conscious people, okay? And that's not fair. How do you know that a person doesn't do research on other things and they still believe in that thing? Doesn't mean that they were necessarily whitewashed. Yes, we have been washed and mentally, screwed up. But like I stated, it's sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes it's not about that, okay? Okay, and I'm done. And I love y'all. And subscribe and like. And thumbs up is my like. And ring the bell so you can know when I'm talking again, because y'all know I like to talk. Okay? And don't forget to follow me on all social networks. Snapchat Daddy D, because I'm Zaddy, baby. And follow me on Instagram, Miss_Rena, baby. Alrighty, it's Wednesday. Don't forget, if you're humping on this hump day, wrap it up, be safe. And like I always say, don't be humping on nobody's man, sis.